are now listening to the #1 podcast in the multiverse with your hosts Azrin and Alfika.
This is All the Way with A&A.
They will play a best of seven series like the normal playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that will be normal playoffs.
Yeah.
Correct.
The playoffs that we all know and love.
Yeah, like Adam Silver wanted that. We didn't want a five game series.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll just have 1 month break, because they're gonna finish in like October,
Right.
towards middle end of October, and then they have like 1 month of break, which is November,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll start in December. Hello?
Wait. You mean the playoffs? Or no?
No. Like I'm projecting to next season.
Oh,
So
next season, right.
So if you're asking about the restart, is gonna happen next month, like 31st of June.
Wait, that
July,
would be kind of off from the the usual final season that we were used to. Like every summer we
This is already off season, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's already the off season, so then we're gonna have to get used to, at least for this season. Don't know about what happens next season. At least for this season.
So we'll have a month of like regular season games plus playoffs.
Yeah, which is offset from the usual months that usually happens in June and finishes. It finishes in June, beginning in April, but now it starts in mid-July. And then finishes somewhere in August, September. That's interesting, man.
So, like, when will the season finish?
If you say it's only because they're starting off July, right? I think that's just when the off season starts.
July.
Yeah, the shortened
So they
season.
start July. So we'll have definitely they're gonna occupy the month of August.
Yeah.
What did they say? They finish October. What the hell?
Or maybe there will be a gap. Maybe there would be a gap because they spread out. Remember the finals, they give you days to rest and stuff. In the playoffs also. So
No, it's not that.
if they say that we'll be finishing in October, that's another season of. That's like entering into the second. The next season.
that doesn't make sense. I think they're gonna have 2 months. So I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm wrong. So
Yeah, we really don't know. Yeah.
because I heard from First Take that they're gonna finish in October.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
This is the thing.
the format, how it works. Oh man, just imagine. This is supposed to be the time where they rest, but you can make an argument they were resting for the last 3 months.
They were resting. Dude, have you seen Nikola Jokic?
No.
That guy's like Kusita, man. Like legit.
Oh, serious?
Like,
he doesn't
he's
do
skinny.
anything. Oh, he was
That
not.
guy is skinny. Dude, I'm not joking. Like YouTube him right now. Like he's on YouTube and everything. He's skinny as.
Oh, serious, man.
Like,
He was fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like we can talk about this also if you want.
That's crazy. Some players like Serge Ibaka and Ines Kanter, you saw them working out in their homes with their private gyms and stuff, even in the quarantine. But some guys choose to just sit home and not do nothing. And this is how they spend their quarantine. This is their off season basically. So when they finish, when they restart the season and then finish the whole thing after the finals finish, would they go to another off season or would they just straight away start the second or the next season? I don't know.
So yeah, I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
So I thought they're gonna finish in October, but it turns out it might be September.
All right.
So if they finish September, they have 2 months break. 2 months break, which is a month less to what they're used to.
Right.
But it's also fine anyway because they already have 3 months.
Yeah, like a
quarantine
summer
or-
leave. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think they're inclined off time.
Yeah, they're itching to play if anything. So
Yeah, I think
yeah,
I think next season is gonna be better, especially in the East.
yeah,
KD is back.
yeah. Everybody's had their rest. Yeah.
LeBron is
Wait.
entering his penultimate year.
Oh man,
penultimate.
don't say that, man. That makes me sad, man.
It might be. It might look. Okay, I'll tell you this, and I'll tell you even like it's coming from a Celtics fan, which is paining for me. If LeBron wins this championship, the Lakers will tie with the Celtics in the number of championships. You know.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
If you win again, like next year, you overtake us.
Uh-huh. Yes. That's true.
I think that's more reward, more like significant as opposed to LeBron entering his penultimate. And I think it's gonna be like, if not great, like pretty much the same as this season. I look at him like how old is he now?
30, 37?
38, I think next year.
38, yeah.
And I think 37. Oh, 35, sorry. So it's 36
Okay, 36 next year.
this year.
This year, oh.
Yeah, it's 36 this year. Oh, he's fine. He's a Tom Brady of.
He's the Tom Brady. And Tom Brady's coming back, but in a different team. That's NFL though. That's NFL news.
No, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, like in terms of longevity. Like
Yeah.
I think those two guys.
You know,
I think those two guys.
that's perfect. That's a perfect analogy. Tom Brady is also 40 plus. he's also 40 plus, still playing, and Tom Brady has it rough because he gets hit, he gets smacked, and all the time.
Dude, you played for like the same team for 20 plus years.
And still, I mean, now the first time he changed teams, everybody starts to go crazy.
Yeah. Everyone's crying.
Everyone's crying. So back to NBA, right? You said
Nikola, have you seen Nikola Jokic? I'll show you. I'll share the picture.
man. Okay, share me the picture. So
I'll show you the link.
when you said LeBron is entering his penultimate year, that just goes to show that this season could have been his season, right? Like you said, if he won, it's supposed to be tied with the Celtics for most championships, most banners on the ceiling. But that's we couldn't imagine this situation the beginning of the 2020 season. Like, who would have thought that this would happen?
Don't tell Tusita this, okay? You have a better shot than the Celtics do. I think we can take down the Bucks. I think we can. It's just the only issues is health and our lack of bench. That's the issue.
Yeah.
But I think we can.
But you
Because
know,
yeah, go on.
you know why I think this year is like a once in a lifetime, a lightning in a bottle chance for Lakers to get it all, because you already have, okay, I mean, you're not going to take away from the injuries. Obviously, we're in a good place because Kyrie's injured, KD's injured, Warriors are trash, and so all these different scenarios, they work in our favor, man. But it doesn't guarantee the same news next year. So I don't know, man. Next year is going to be tough.
Okay. I mean, I'll send you this Nikola Jokic now, and you can start talking about next season.
Okay. I'll see now. Where are you sending it?
Discord.
Okay.
Dude, like,
it's like me now.
yeah, but 1 foot taller.
1 foot, a whole foot taller.
Yeah, like, how tall are you? Like,
I'm 5'9", yeah.
1 foot and 3 inches.
That's crazy, man. This is what it does to you, because I'm skinny and quarantine didn't do me any favors. This guy, he's already buff. and
Dude,
still-
like yes, dude, like even Murray was like, man, this guy's faster now. He's not slow. I don't know how it's gonna affect our performance because
he
let's
was
talk about like
yeah.
before and after. Okay, before when he had all that weight was actually like, you can laugh if you want. That weight was actually, and he was leveraging his weight for his dominant in the paint,
Yeah.
so he can bully people in the paint.
Right, because of his strength and size. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you like taking an analogy of like a fat kid sitting on a
Mm.
thin kid,
Mm.
That's an obvious one. So now he has less of that now. So if he wants to go to the pin now, he needs to be quick so people can catch him.
Right.
So there are now people who are stronger than him can also now stop him now.
Oh man.
If you're quick doesn't mean you cannot be stopped.
That's true. Imagine he gets matched up with a guy like also a big, strong, tall monster like someone we know from the Bucks. How is he doing in this off season? Is he skinny like this guy? No, of course not. I mean, he's a freak of nature, man. That's why he's called a freak, because
Dude,
yeah.
he jumps from the free throw line to the basket. Like not a lot of people can. Not a lot of people can do that. Oh, hold on, let me get something.
All right.
Hello.
Yep.
So let's talk quickly about the next season because I want you to feel better in this time.
Okay, so where do you start?
So, okay. Next season, the Warriors will not be trash, which is worrisome for you.
Right.
Maybe Jokic will be better next season. I don't think he's better this season because this season he changed like to the state. Maybe it'll take time to adjust. So that's why I'm saying maybe he's better now, but will be much more better next season. Change doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't, yes.
What else? That's the Nuggets. Maybe Zion will be better. That's actually troublesome.
He's troublesome as well. Yeah.
The Clippers. You should worry more about the Clippers as well.
Wait, I never considered them right until this moment. Wait, man. Okay, so this is
you shouldn't worry about them this season because I've never seen like Kawhi and PG on the same page. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it's like when I see them play, and also like it's more often that Kawhi always play alone with 4 other guys, and then PG plays with 4 other guys, and they always load manage. And we never see them play a lot together. So
That's true.
we don't have a lot of data to work with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well said. Well said. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then who else is pain in the ass for you? Clippers, Warriors.
One more thing that presents a threat is, wait, you said, I mean, this is all considering the West
Denver.
only, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know why I cannot see the seed. Give me the seed.
in terms of the West, there's not many that we were worried about these top 3 West teams previously, but now,
Dude, Trailblazers. Man,
Oh.
those teams, like last season they were mad. This season, like, I don't know what happened. Injuries again, I guess.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Imagine you get Lillard next season. Like you trade him, like you trade for him. For, like, Come on.
in the best scenario.
it will solve your shooting issue, like legit.
Yep, okay, completely, man, completely. But who do you trade
Solve
him
your
for?
shooting-
I don't know.
Maybe Danny Green. Case you have to trade a lot because you know how much is his contract? Like I think
Because Lillard is a
300 for
star
5 years.
player. Yeah. And oh man, if we get Lillard, it's gonna cost us a lot. But at the same time, the guys that make up one Lillard can also do the job. So I'm not looking to lose anyone.
Yeah, dude, like it's almost equivalent. Like you give up 5 guys.
Mm.
That's almost equivalent to Lillard.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you there. Oh, Thunder. Thunder is a good first round team.
True. Yes.
Jazz. Oh, Rockets. Oh my god, I forgot. about
Even
them.
me, man. How can we forget the beard, man?
The small ball is annoying.
Yeah, the only team, or one of the only teams that could stand last year's Warriors.
I think you should be a little bit worried about them because small ball is working for them.
Mm.
But maybe not in the postseason. We'll see because
Yeah.
playoff LeBron is something else. Like I've experienced firsthand.
Playoff LeBron, yes. The man who
I was
single-handedly owned Toronto.
I was so angry when we lost that game 7 in Boston. I was so angry. So many open shots cannot make.
Man, that was one of that was Jason Tatum's first playoff against LeBron, right? I mean, it was his
First season and first
career playoff. Yeah.
finals appearance also. His first season, his very first season in the NBA, and then also first playoff appearance and then first finals appearance.
Yeah.
Like all those.
All those in one, and yet the pressure didn't phase him. This guy was performing, man. This guy was on his game, and he dunked on LeBron also, didn't he?
Imagine we had that Jason Tatum then. Oh my god, we could have gone to the finals. I don't think we could have won, but I would.
That was scary. You guys gave us a tough time, man. That was scary.
Yeah, and then also at the time we didn't have Kyrie. He was injured. Maybe he would have helped. Maybe. Now he's a prick.
He's an injury to other people.
Yeah. Can't wait for him to come back to Boston and we'll just boo him.
Just boo him. Oh man. But it's funny, man. We talked about this on previous episodes. I had so much respect for Kyrie, but tables have turned, and now 2020, I don't really see the same guy the same way.
Why?
Of all the drama that he's caused alone, I mean, don't even consider as a player he's great, but how he handles things off the court, it's questionable. And people are calling him now the wisdom guy, like, man, Kyrie's been right all this time, and all that. I'm like, okay, we don't need to go. It's not that deep.
Shut the fuck up, guy.
It's not that deep. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the playoffs for a second again and talk about something else. So I think it's gonna be Portland. Portland is gonna. I think Portland can earn a seat like right off the bat. I think. No need to go play in tournament, but it might happen.
Yeah, okay.
They are how many games behind? Three. 3 games behind.
Provided that all their
Memphis.
chemistry is still intact. I mean, they have to have team scrimmages and team practices before the first game of the restart. But when they do, I don't disagree with you, man. Portland is a dangerous team.
Well, like, is it weird to watch the? Like, I don't know about you, but I think it's gonna be weird watching an NBA game without like, an audience. I mean, we're the audience like
Yeah,
at home.
at
as
home.
well.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's like when they started things like wrestling, WWE without audiences, it looks so weird because you used to seeing crowds in the background and all that. Now it's empty. They're just basically performing a movie set, but we're just seeing the background with nobody there. It's like, but this is real stuff going on. Like the drama on the court is still real, and even though I think that's the safest way to carry out this situation, it's gonna look weird if you broadcast it like a normal basketball game. Maybe they will have to do something about that. But it's weird. Even LeBron said, if they don't bring crowds back, I'm not gonna play back. But I don't know what he feels now.
I think he just wants to win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
I think
watching at the end of fourth quarter when your team is down by 20 and everyone starts leaving, and so you see gaps
Yeah, but
in the middle.
it's gonna be 48 minutes too long.
48 minutes of all that.
Not 48 minutes, it's 2 hours. 48 minutes is just like
The-
in that and the game itself.
game
like,
itself,
the entire show
Yeah.
is 2 hours.
Exactly, man.
Like
the
you-
pre-game, all that is for this 2 hours.
The
Yeah.
commercial, the halftime.
Yeah.
all this stuff.
At halftime, imagine halftime. Oh, man. Yeah, all the people performing
like
cheerleader.
dancing, then one uncle's like saying, "This guy on drugs."
It's like watching your own private show, man. Everyone's just performing for themselves. And all the stunt basketball team that comes out in halftime jumping on trampolines. They'll be
Yeah,
doing
those guys. Yeah. Don't they also do that like charity thing or whatever?
the charity where they call a fan, and then if you hit a half court shot, you get a car. Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Like who's gonna do that? Like, hey, one cleaner come.
They're gonna call the ball boy, the guy who sweeps the mops the
Yeah,
floor.
Come. You get this half court shot. I'll give you $10,000.
$10,000.
To work anyway.
Oh, man, that's funny. So that's gonna be interesting, man. Seeing the finals, like all the stakes are high. You know, most of the pressure that comes from being in an away court or on the home court for the other team is the crowd, the energy that the crowd gives. If you're gonna put the same no crowds in both stadiums, it's gonna be the same no matter where you are. It's gonna be like home and away. It's the same thing only. It's like you don't even mind. There's no pressure.
It's gonna be away. It's gonna be away team for both teams, man.
Yeah.
Except Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando.
Orlando, everyone will come.
Well, playing in Orlando, right? Yeah.
If you want to have crowds, just play in Florida, man. Everyone will come. Either Orlando or Miami.
So yeah, that's it. That's our input
Yeah.
regarding the season.
Yeah, man.
Do you think it's gonna change the seeding in the West? So let's just read this again. So it's Lakers first, Clippers second, Nuggets third, Utah. Utah is gonna lose to Rockets, man.
Okay,
Always
I
say
can
this
put
now.
them. Yes.
After the D Mitch and that guy, that croissant
they,
baguettes,
the guys who caused the virus in the first place.
the Corona baguette.
The Corona baguette. So they're gonna, I think you're right. Denver and then Rockets.
Yeah, they're not too far from Utah.
Yeah.
So Dallas is gonna stay, I think. Oh, they're gonna get the Clippers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. Kawhi versus Luka. Luka's mad that he doesn't play defense. But we'll see. We now see him in the playoffs. So.
Yep. Memphis, Blazers, Pelicans. Oh, Pelicans is there. And
Sixers will be out first round.
sad case.
If they keep losing, the face either us or Raptors. Either if we overtake, because the Celtics will play Toronto anyway in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
That's scripted already.
Scripted, yeah.
I want Indiana. That's more safer.
Well, because it's an easy win.
We swept them last season.
Easy win.
That was with Kyrie. So
Right.
now you have a much more amateur Jason Tatum. So I think it's gonna be the same.
True.
The Heat will be. I want the Heat to stay at fourth because they'll be the Bucks problem, not mine. Because
yeah.
they're very strong. The first four here is
A powerhouse, man. So mostly I think they will stay solid, but except for the few that we mentioned, that they might shuffle around.
Trae Young, man, that guy.
Ice Trae. So yeah, that was the playoffs. That was the potential scenarios that will come out, and
You know, I still believe that they're gonna make the playoffs next season. Do you remember that I made that prediction?
Yep, I remember that still. Yes, yeah.
I still think they're gonna make it.
But I think yeah. I think you're not far off, man. If not this season, next season.
Like not at least, like they can get the eighth seed if they try.
Yeah, our predictions all went down the window. No, I mean not all of them, but mostly from this situation. Actually, no. Most of the things that you predicted previously, they can come to pass if things go out according to plan. And yeah, this can be. Who did we predict to go to the finals this year?
I don't think I did.
Oh, we didn't. That's interesting. Well,
Did we?
I assume Lakers. Lakers from the West, it's Lakers. From the Celtics, remember we were like, if it's not, from the East, we were like, if it's you have to say the Celtics would not make it, and you put Bucks.
It'll be dope if it's Lakers and Celtics, because whoever wins that championship will either tie or keep their
lead.
Record in check,
the record.
Keep the lead.
Yeah.
I'm saying we have a shot.
Yeah.
Before I don't know anymore, but recently talking to Kusita, and then I also
Thought about
start
it.
to review what we have.
Yeah.
It's just we need to be healthy and we need to improve the branch.
Imagine through all this drama, it ends up in the Lakers-Celtics rivalry finals. That's dramatic. That's dramatic. Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
It'll be you versus me.
Oh man.
Like at the podcast. No, your team sucks. No, my team is awesome.
We will be the two guys on the court.
Yeah, dude. The thing is, I can't argue with you on that because I really think the Lakers team is good. I don't know how you feel about the Celtics team, but I think they're good as well. we just don't have two of the top 5 players in the same team. You know? We just don't have that.
True. 2 of
That
the
is
5.
my
Yeah.
top 5 best players, sorry. Two of the best.
But
best
I
players.
can tell you this: when it comes to a scenario like that, I will see it objectively. I won't go by what my feelings are. Like when I saw Toronto and last year's finals, Toronto and Warriors, I had my bias because I hate the Warriors. But now I don't hate the Celtics. I'll see it objectively as a neutral perspective. Yeah, but I won't see it in the way that I saw Toronto and Golden State. So,
like like before you told me, like before I converted you.
converted. Yeah.
Before, like it wasn't even like a very toxic conversation. Like we had like a constructive one instead, where I like stated where my stance again on Boston and why I liked about them. I didn't know that they had the most championship until I followed them. I knew when I started following. So like, and actually, as a matter of fact, I like them even more when I knew about that. So,
actually, yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah.
I like them more, but I wasn't alive when that happened.
Obviously,
The 11 championship, like, oh my god,
crazy, right?
It's gonna be Lakers
Bucks
or Lakers Celtics. But I would say Lakers Celtics.
I would say, I would really rather rate Lakers Celtics than Lakers Bucks, because first of all, Lakers Celtics sounds like a feasible opportunity for both of us. It can be either one's game. But Lakers Bucks,
it's like Marvel and DC, iPhone and Samsung.
iPhone, the rivalry of the century, man. But if it's Lakers,
I want this to happen. We beat the Bucks in the finals, and then we get Giannis next season. Then you will show yourself next season.
Okay, so next year,
you will shit yourself next season.
Next year, I will have my Toronto bias back. if it's Lakers, if it's all 29 teams.
Why? It's just one. It's just one superstar.
Okay, but it's just like when KD went to the Warriors, I felt the same way. So this is the same thing. If you get Giannis and you go to the Celtics, I will see you guys.
There's one difference. There's one difference. Though. There's no like certainty that we win the championship.
Okay.
Like one could argue we can. I believe we can, but like our team is really young. That is my only concern. Look at what happened to KC. Look at that. Look at those teams. Look at that team. Maybe it's gonna happen for us as well. Imagine like they go to the finals. Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, who else? I don't know. Kemba will go their separate ways, and they'll all win MVPs.
Right, just like whatever. Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah, you make a good point. But still, I'm putting the best scenario on top. Like, what if you get all this?
I don't think you can get Giannis because the team. I think I told you also before. The best team. I mean, the team with the most chances to get Giannis is because he's a free agent this season. That's why. The team with the best chance is Miami because they have the most. They have the most cap space.
That's interesting. I never thought about Miami being a fit for Giannis. Yeah.
And I also told you before, the Phillies might trade Joel Embiid to the Miami. So either that will happen or what I said.
Oh, I remember that.
Before.
I remember that. Yeah.
So either then Miami Heat that trio will happen again.
Yeah, the big
Imagine
three. Yeah,
Butler, Embiid, Giannis. Oh my God,
that's crazy. That's scary by itself.
the Nets will be crying. Kyrie will cry again.
Yeah. That's what Kyrie wanted to accomplish, but never happened.
Some
So sad.
like God forbid, like this might happen again. Some family member die, and then he makes that excuse again, and he feels shitty again,
Man,
and then he makes a beef with KD now, not
of all the
KD
people,
of all
KD.
people,
Yeah,
KD.
yeah. Already KD had an intense, dramatic relationship with Russell Westbrook that took like how many years to solve, and now he's gonna do. Yeah.
Dude, KD, man, every time he went to got beef every time.
Every
Look at, like, you just said, you just stated like what happened in OKC. Also happened again in Golden State, right? With Draymond Green.
Yes.
What makes the Nets any different? I think just because you're close doesn't mean you're impervious to beef.
True. Impervious to beef. Yeah. Everywhere he went, there's always a fight.
I mean, like, God forbid, but it's inevitable, as Thanos said.
Yeah, because we never know. Life is life, but that's true, man. That's true. Kyrie's not destined. I mean, the life turned around so fast, man. It's so funny.
His what?
His life in the NBA turned around from being champion, hero of Cleveland, and then few short years, everything went down the drain.
It turns out it wasn't that different, because before LeBron came to Cleveland, like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Even Kyrie was there.
And, before LeBron went, that was Kyrie's second year, I think. I want to say second year, because he came in 2012, right? So 13,
11.
11, yes. 11, so 12, 13, 14. Oh, it was 3 years. Yeah. It was 3 years. He's not a rookie.
So it was it was 3 years of like, and then LeBron came, and then he took that city to a championship.
Yeah. I'm not one of those types who wants to, because people say, oh, it's actually Kyrie's shot that saved the championship. I agree, which is why I respected him at the time, but you don't, they still won together as a team. That's why they won.
There's a team effort, yeah. Correct. Well said. Fuck you, Kyrie, you piece of shit.
Damn, but yeah, we'll see. I miss when the finals heat up. That's when we do the best shows, because of all this analysis that we do.
Yeah, dude. There's gonna be.
It'll be anniversary of this podcast, because we started from last year's finals, and if this year's finals come around, we will have.
Yeah, it's already past. It's already past the anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Because the time was different, man. I lost track of time. I don't know what day it is.
I was like, what?
Yeah. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, this is our stance on NBA.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm correct.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
I want to be correct, though. I have my concerns.
Being correct doesn't mean you will win, but I agree. I want you to be correct.
Yeah, I still have my concerns. Unlike Kushita, that guy, every time I talk to him, no, we're gonna be friends. This guy, his loyalty is like mad.
One of the most hardcore, die-hard.
Yeah, like, can you, like, the team he supports, like. Then I told him, like, so, Kushita, when you have a wife, will you treat her the same? I don't know about that. He said, yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, Black Widow.
Yeah, so talk about movies, right? Black Widow has been delayed to November. In another timeline, it would have been out last week or last 2 weeks, because May something was or last month. We could have seen it and talk about it, and you're saying that you know what happens in the post credits. Okay, I'll tell you what I read. Maybe we're on the same
Okay.
page. One of the post credits reveals.
There are two of them, just to be clear.
There's
Just
two.
to clear this up.
Okay, so wait, there's two of them that you think you know because we don't know, right? We really
Oh,
don't.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay,
if
yeah,
you,
sorry.
according to what we read, if it's true, then the first one, I don't know what, I didn't read the second theory, but first post credits scenario I read is they revealed who was behind the mask of Taskmaster. Is that true? Is that the one? That's one. That's one. You can say yes or no.
Who's behind?
The villain Taskmaster is actually one of the main protagonists of the movie. It could either be Melina, the mom.
No.
The
No,
mom.
yeah. Actually, yeah. The mom is
Yeah.
the BITCH.
Right, the mom
The-
figure. Or
Yeah.
there's some old long lost love interest of Black Widow. Maybe that's another scenario. But that's if the first credit scene.
No, that's confirmed. That's confirmed. So
Oh, cool.
Taskmaster is the bad guy, and he's working with the mom figure, the mother figure, who is working for Thaddeus Ross.
Yeah, who's gonna start up his own Thunderbolts villain super team?
That's That's the.
That's
so
what
we read
yeah.
the same thing.
Okay, cool. But one of the other things that I read was it might not even have anything to do with, maybe this could be the second one, is it ties into one of the Disney Plus shows, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision. Right, you're right. So we read the same thing. So what did you read? Yeah.
So apparently what you said was the second one. This article I'm reading. And then, well, the first one is just Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye and his family paying respects to. It's only them, like no one else. Like no one else.
And then,
to be fair, because he's the closest one.
Right.
They're the closest.
She didn't get a funeral and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. Like, unlike Tony, like where he got like from day one, everyone from day one.
From day one, bro. Yeah. So yeah, the Disney Plus one, I don't know what it is, but is there any detail of what they think would happen?
So, what do you mean?
The Disney Plus tie-in, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier tie-in. Is that the one with the Thunderbolts thing? No.
I don't know, but I don't know about that. But what I heard and just confirmed, I think, is the return of Zemo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that guy is coming back, but I don't know.
Yeah, with a mask now, with a purple mask, inspired by Thanos.
In the comics he wears.
No, I know that. He wears like a robber mask kind of thing. Yeah.
He wears all the anarchies.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, man. It's just November. November's also packed with another movie, Wonder Woman, which I don't know, man. I don't know what I feel about it. It's like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care too much too. I watched initially, but it's DC, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how you're excited about this other movie. Christopher Nolan has a new movie called Tenet coming out.
I heard about that.
Do you know about it? Man, if you've seen Christopher Nolan, man, I gotta tell you, when Christopher Nolan has a movie, he has a reason to put out a movie. You remember Inception? And then after that, he made Interstellar. And after that, he made Dunkirk. He always has a reason to tell a story. So this...
I watch his movies, man. I know.
Yeah, I mean, you know the quality of his movies then. And so if you've seen the Tenet trailer, you've seen it, right?
No.
Wait, oh man, you haven't seen the Tenet trailers? Okay, this Tenet trailer is amazing. What he's doing with technology is amazing, man. I don't know how you can make, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's like time travel, but it's weird, man. It's weird, man. it's not time travel when you can see you're moving in real time. You're walking one direction, but at the same time you're looking at a car driving in the opposite direction. How does that happen? How does that happen in one frame, man? That's crazy. Nolan is a genius. I'm excited to see. And that movie, you know when it's coming out? 30th of July, which is next month. And I haven't been
Yeah.
out since February. I haven't seen a single public soul since March. I've been in my bat cave since that time. So if I'm going to go out, it's going to be on the 30th of July in IMAX just because I want to see Christopher Nolan's movie.
Even the cast is mad.
Yeah, Batman is there.
Pattinson,
Yeah,
Michael Caine.
yeah. Michael Caine and
The bad girl from Batman is there as well.
Right. The hero. If you've seen any trailer, any pictures of the hero is a black guy. Have you seen that guy before?
No.
But you've seen his dad. His dad is Denzel Washington. That is Denzel Washington's son.
I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Right.
I
It's-
looked at his name.
Yeah, I mean, when you think of Denzel Washington, you think about like this young guy. This guy is the same age as what I thought Denzel Washington is now. I thought he has a son which is like a baby or 2 or 3 years old, but his son is actually 42, and he's
45.
starring in his own movies. That's Denzel Washington's son, acting alongside Batman. And hey, Batman is coming out next year, 2021. That's exciting.
It might be Daredevil.
Daredevil.
The suit is the same.
Right, the blackness and the mysteriousness. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Batman 2021 more than any DC movie coming out. I know there's like Black Adam, Shazam. I mean, Shazam is that's the hero of Black Adam. Wonder Woman too.
Black Adam is also coming out.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, about 5 years too late since they announced The Rock was going to play Black Adam. That was like when we were in second year or something, or maybe
Yes.
before that.
Well, it's supposedly coming next year, but it might come later.
But seeing all the ups and downs of DCEU, I'm looking forward to the standalone ones. Like when they did Joker, there was no drama. When they're doing this Batman 2021, there's no drama. But Wonder
Yet.
Woman, The Flash,
Yeah.
everything ties to the DCEU. There's always drama, man. And the Snyder Cut, people are saying that it's not even going to be that good. I don't know why they're spending money to put it out.
Isn't well, they only released it on HBO, right?
Yeah, that's like to commemorate the opening of that streaming service. Which we don't even have Disney Plus. I don't know what they're. When Disney Plus, when Falcon, Winter Soldier, WandaVision, all this comes out, I'm not gonna have Disney Plus. I'm gonna say this on live stream. I'm gonna find other ways to watch it because it's not available in Malaysia. What can I do, man? I want to watch it. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want to get spoiled.
Why? Why isn't it allowed? You have Netflix, right?
No, it's not on Netflix. Disney Plus, man.
No, I'm saying what you're saying. Disney Plus is, it's not out yet. Or what?
It's not out in Malaysia. It's not out in any Asian countries now. It's only out in Europe, in US obviously, and in like Spain or something. Yeah, Europe, Spain, Mexico.
For that?
Yeah.
That is out in Australia. That is out in
Hmm.
Oh, I think maybe they're still in beta phase.
Wait, you have it?
Well,
Can you access it?
Yeah, I'm still connected to the Australian App Store.
Okay, so Australia will get it sooner than us. That's cool.
I got it since December. Okay,
Wait. No, you have it now.
Yeah, I have the app. I'm not joking.
So you've seen Mandalorian and all from the app. Oh,
Like I have the app, but I don't.
oh, you don't watch it, but
No.
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
No,
they
I thought it was out everywhere already.
nah, they usually like things like this. They roll out so slow, and they want to put it out in select countries first, so they know the market for that
So
country.
it's not even out in Qatar yet.
Hmm. So man, if they by the time the Disney Plus Marvel shows comes out and I still don't have Disney Plus, I'm gonna do what I do and watch it in other ways.
Torrent lah.
Yeah, man, you know it. It's not the law here, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here too. They're also the same.
yeah. So that's the thing, man. I want to see, but the thing about Disney Plus is they're gonna come out weekly, not like it's in Netflix that you get a whole season by itself. So in a week-to-week basis, if you don't watch it that week and you accidentally go online and the first thing you see is a spoiler, you cannot blame anyone but yourself. You have to watch it week by week, which is why I cannot.
GG.
Yeah, GG, man. I didn't watch like The Flash and all these series that comes out week by week because of this reason, man. It's too much. I cannot keep up.
Dwayne Johnson will release confirms Matt Rose this year will reveal. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson released the date 22nd of
Oh, that's
this
interesting.
next year.
Ah. I really love Shazam. Shazam was good. I hope Black Adam will be good as well.
Should be.
Yeah. Yeah. In terms of movies nowadays, I'm not looking forward to much. It's just Batman and Tenet. I don't think I'm looking forward to anything. Even Marvel, like Eternals. What's Eternals, man? I mean, if you put out a trailer, then I'll get hyped. But right now, Eternals is just like Guardians when I didn't know who Guardians were. Remember 2014 when they announced, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna come up. But who are these guys? Who are these guys? You don't even know them. And then, obviously they put out the movie and it was a success. Yeah.
Didn't make an episode about this before. Who are they?
Yeah.
I think we have.
Yeah. So just like that, I feel the same way about Eternals. So yeah, I don't know. In other news and then entertainment news, PS5 dropped. PS5 is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Watching.
I know you're excited to talk about this.
Yeah, and not really. I mean, I know I'm excited about it when I get it, but right now I'm just, yeah, it's cool because I don't have it, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's like when you see the new iPhone, when you see the reveal of Samsung S20, like when you see that, all that kind of stuff, you see the hardware. Oh, cool! It has this camera, that camera, but then you don't have it. So what can you do? Just be excited about it. Until you have it in your own hands, then you know, like, wow, this thing is actually cool.
Then you say you're gonna say something that I don't know.
About PS5?
Yeah.
Man, I lost it. Did we say something about the games? Oh yeah, NBA 2K21. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you want to talk about that.
Right. Man, I don't know what to say. NBA 2K21 looks good with all the sweat on Zion's face, but you don't play the game, and I rarely play that game because now I don't. Now it's like off season, so I don't play it. So whenever the season hypes the game up, I play the game. But now I don't play it. But if the graphics,
When I first watched that trailer, I thought they're gonna show the gameplay.
it's
They're just gonna show Zion.
dribbling in the gym.
And then I looked at the comments and started laughing.
I
The
know.
comments was more funnier than
Oh man.
the video.
Right. I mean, there was nothing to comment. Basically, it's just him dribbling in a dark gym. That's all. And then he broke the rim by dunking. So, then,
It was just shouting at the end.
yeah. But that's basically announcing that, wow, this guy's the new cover star, like LeBron was for the last one, and Dwayne Wade was for the previous one. this Zion is now the future star of the NBA.
Do you think he's gonna be the next LeBron?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to say because we haven't seen, besides his college days, he was dominating. His NBA days is very limited to judge, right? And also he didn't show up for for what was last season or what was the beginning of this season. He didn't really show up much. He did, but in a suit and sitting on the bench. So we
Did he
couldn't
fall asleep once?
and we couldn't judge him by that performance. So I don't know, man. If he wants to be the next LeBron, he's got to show us a little bit more.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So
No, a lot of people are saying the opposite though. So
why is a bust? I think they say that for everyone that comes up.
no,
Oh,
the opposite to what you said.
Oh.
They're saying that he is.
well, he is a star. Oh, okay.
He's a star already.
He's a star already. Right.
Are you mad? Are you mad, fam?
No, no, not mad. I'm just like.
No, I'm saying to these people.
Oh, to that. Okay. But
Yeah.
you know, all the hype of Zion kind of died down after a while, right? It was like he was the biggest thing in one point, and then he went to the league. It was just like when Lonzo Ball was the hype, and now Lonzo Ball is just another guy.
Was he though?
Yeah,
I don't think he ever was.
Lonzo Ball was like the hype. I remember when he was trying to. His dad was famous one. His dad was trying to get him onto
That was
these.
his dad, not him, no?
Yeah, I mean the
His
Ball
dad was
family.
hyping him. Yeah, every time he drops 2 points per game, his dad hypes him up.
Right, and actually, yeah, his dad was the reason. Lonzo was very, very, low key and stuff.
Yeah.
His dad is the one making all the drama and hype. So and now everything's been quiet because, his dad's mission was accomplished. His dad wanted to get him on the Lakers since day one, not day one of NBA, day one of college. So he's been making like campaigns like, get my son to play for the Lakers. So then after Alonso went to the Lakers and had his season, everything is just like quiet.
If you look back at the draft, that draft, Jason Tatum was so low. Like,
When did he come out?
Came third, man.
Oh, third is not bad. Third is top 3.
Yeah, but if you look at the first 2,
I'll tell you a more inspiring story. A guy who won a championship last year he was undrafted. Like all 200 picks were done. His name wasn't even called out, and his name is Fred Van Fleek, as we like to call him. Fred Van Fleek was undrafted. He turned from zero to hero real quick. So nice, man.
that's true.
Yeah, I like seeing his after championship speech, where he's like, "Oh, I came
Yeah.
from nothing."
Yeah, the draft doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like I waited, for everyone's name to be called out, and then I went home with nothing, and now he's a champion. So inspiring, man. Yeah,
Van Fleet.
Van Fleek. Oh,
Ready.
he was like the star of our podcast from last year. Like, man, he's performing.
How old is it?
20. I don't know, man. 26. I don't know. I'm throwing a random guess.
26. So Kyle Lowry will play his last season with the Raptors then. After that will be either this guy's team or
Hmm.
Siakam.
Speaking of all this Raptors talk, I miss Serge Ibaka's "How Hungry Are You" show. But now he cannot feed people random bullshit because he might kill them. Well,
How hungry are you? I'm gonna make you.
the penis pizza and all that. Funny, man. It's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a free
All right,
this
so
year.
now we reached an hour into the podcast. So any final thoughts?
Oh, that's it really.
Yeah, that's it really. It's been.
Do you think it'll be longer when the season starts?
It will be what the podcast will be longer.
No, I'm asking you. Would it be or?
I think we can keep it at this time because attention span tends to die down after maybe 45 minutes, and the shorter we keep it is actually concise. And if we put all the ideas that we wanted to put down early, we don't have to ramble on and talk about stuff that's too long, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because I remember the last one of the first shows we did was 3 hours or something. Yeah, it was crazy. It was man, I wouldn't listen to myself that long, so I wouldn't listen to anyone talk that long. Yeah.
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah. So
That's fair.
an hour or an hour and a half, like that's like max, and I think everyone would just get bored after that. Yeah. But
Yeah, sure.
yeah, it's been a great talk, man. It's been a good episode. We'll see you in the next one.
This has been another episode of All the Way with A&A.
Brought to you by Azrin and Alfico. On to the next one. See you soon.